Hey everybody, Marco here, and welcome to another pencil mark video. First things first, I got a little bit of an upgrade to my setup here. I downloaded the auto hotkey script for the yellow circle around the cursor. So now it should be a little bit easier to tell where I'm sort of looking at on the screen, since I'm sort of zipping around everywhere and the cursor is kind of small on video. So it should be a little bit more helpful if I forget to say, oh, I'm looking at row 4, column 1. So yeah, the cursor should be a little bit more visible on video, even though it's just a yellow circle. But yeah, I hope that helps with the video quality a little bit more. Anyways, today's puzzle is a pretty interesting doppelganger I saw while looking through the WPC archive. It is a windoku and an anti-windoku at the same time. Windoku here means window, not winning. But yeah, in this case, for windoku, each of these 4 regions here, the shaded cells, that's sort of counted as an extra region where each number from 1 to 9 appears exactly once. In the case of anti-windoku, those regions are anti-windows, I guess, where only 4 unique digits appear at all. In this case, I guess it is kind of obvious that at least 4 unique digits have to appear in these 2x2s, which are all in the same region, but those are going to be the same numbers that appear in these 5 cells. So that's the basic idea behind anti-windoku. I think, yeah, this is, besides that, it's just standard Sudoku rules, so without further ado, let's just get started. I'm going to do the windoku version first, and then I'll do the anti-windoku after. All right, so let's check easy numbers out. I do see a 7 we can get immediately from 3 Sudoku numbers into the window. It's got to go into this position. There's 3 numbers that restrict it. Yeah, those give us the 7 in the middle left by Sudoku. That is going to push the 7 into one of these 2 positions in the middle right. That is going to occupy the window, so the other 7 is going to be outside the window. That means we get it, well, we get it in the middle column anyways, but yeah. Top right, the 7 has to be outside the window because this 7's already here, and these 2 other 7s block it from being in the top 2 rows. That gives us a 7 pair down here, which I guess gives us our 7 in the top here. That should be all 7s leaving 1 pair, so let's look at the other numbers. What other numbers have a relatively high frequency here? I see a 1 pair being pushed into the top. That leaves a 1 pair in the middle, ignoring the 1 on the right because there's already a 1 in the window here. Oh, this one blocks the top row by a window, and this one blocks the bottom row, so we know the 1 is going to be in the center in the middle right, which is going to push the 1 in the middle up. I think that's it for the 1 though. Whoops, let me do that in blue. 4s, maybe we get something with 4s. So far I only see a pair in these 2 spots. We don't know where the 4 goes in the window yet. It could be, well, it's a double, it's in one of these 2 positions. Down here we have a pair in the bottom right. Inside the window, 4 is on the low end, but that could be anywhere in those 3 positions in the bottom middle. 3 is, I guess, a pair on the left of the bottom left window. Oh, but actually more important, 3 is a pair in these 2 spots, meaning that down here we have a 3 by Sudoku in this spot. And with the 3 being limited to the bottom 2 rows in the center as well, we know it's going to be in the top on the right. Actually, this row is pretty restricted as is. We're missing a 2, an 8, and a 9. Though actually none of those numbers are restricted at all, which is a bummer. 3, we can get that by Sudoku going up. And We know it's in the bottom row by Sudoku, but these are blocked by window, so we get the 3 in the middle. Oh, that gives us a 3 pair in the center, and that resolves the pair over here at the right. Oh yeah, this is resolved to the right anyways. We do have the 3 in the bottom center. That is all 3s done. So what is the next best number we can get? Let's check center. We have 4s in these positions, 2s can be anywhere, 5s can be anywhere, yeah. Nothing much we can really do there. Oh, now that we have, I guess now that we have this 7 figured out, we know where the 1 is going to go in the top left window. It's up here. And I guess we know that 1 is going to be in one of these 2 positions in the bottom left window, which means since those are both in the bottom left region, they're a pair there too. The ones in the center restrict the 1 to the right. In this region here, that means it's blocked from these spots here. So with this 1 pair and this 1 pair, we know it has to be on the bottom. It's either here or here. That's not great though. Okay, I think we've done all we can with 1s. We have this sort of triple here. And we have this sort of, I guess, X-wing here. Top left window, that's got 5 things in it. What are the other things we need? 2 can go anywhere. 4 we've restricted to a double. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 we're missing. No, it doesn't look good for those either. Those can still go anywhere. Hang on, what about this column here? It's also only got 4 things missing in it. We need 1, but we've restricted that down here. 5, we can also actually move to the top. Yeah, it's just straight up blocked in all of those spots, so we get a 5 here. We need a 4 in this column, and yeah, that is actually blocked in those 2 spots, so that goes down here, giving us the 1, and that the only remaining number is a 6. Okay, that should be good there. We do get a 6 pair down below. I'll erase the 4 pencil mark just to make sure we're not confused that that's a pair. We need a 2, a 5, a 6, and, well, I guess let's do the 5 since it's a pair. We need a 6 and we need a 9. Yeah, nothing much there. 2, 8, and 9 seem to be problems here. 8 can be in those 2 cells. Besides 2, 8, and 9, we're missing 6 in the bottom right. In the bottom left, 2 and 9 are missing, but we also need 1. Oh yeah, I guess 1 is now fully covered here. So we have the 1. Oh yeah, that just resolves this. Right, and we need 4 in this spot now. That gives us this 4 up top. Oh, that should give us the 8 as well, and the remaining number is a 9. So this is now a 6-9 pair down here, which means the 5 goes up top, and what was the other number that's missing here? The 2 goes in this spot. 6, 9 are missing, that's resolvable by the 9 here. 2 and 5 are in this column now, so we need a 4 in this spot. So we are left with the 2, 5 pair and the 6, 9 pair. We are missing 2, 5, and 7 in row 6, but there is a 5 in the window, so that's going to be a 2, 7 pair in those spots and a 5 in the center. Up here we have a 2 and an 8 pair, and the other number in row 4 is a 9. Up top we are missing 1, 2, and 8 again. That's resolvable by Sudoku. We need a 5. We can get that from the numbers at the bottom. And a 6 and a 9. That's not quite resolvable by Sudoku just yet, so let's mark that pair. But that should break soon. Over on the center left, we have a 2-8 pair, so the missing numbers are 5, 9. We get that. 9 goes to a pair up here. Oh yeah, middle right, maybe that should be gettable. We have a 1 in the center row. We also need a 6 and an 8. 8 goes to 2 positions, but 6 can be anywhere. So I guess we gotta check, wait, we can get the third row. Whoops. That's a 2. And the missing numbers here are 6, 8, 9. Let's erase this. 8 goes into the top here, and 6 is completely unrestricted. 9 has to be on the left. Let's check down below. 2 is missing, which we have a 2 on the left side, so this goes down here, which pushes the 2 up. Oh, wait, I guess we can resolve this pair with that 2. But yeah, we have a 2 in the window, so this 2 goes to the top right corner. We have a 1 pair over here. 2, 3. 4 is completely resolvable to this spot by Sudoku. It's surrounded by 4 other 4s, so let's check the 6. I don't think there's restrictions on the 6 at all. 7 has to go into the left column and can't be in the window, so it goes down here. That resolves the 1 double. 8, anything with 8 at all. I guess it's got to go down into the middle row since we're missing an 8 in the center. Oh, right, there. With this 8 down here, we can get this 8 by Sudoku, so it's in the center. Oh, but with that 8, we can put an 8 in this spot. So that just reduces the 6, 9 pair on the right, on the left. Oh, but that should give us the column. That's a 5 down here. Our remaining pair is 2, 6. And that 6 resolves the 6, 9 pair. So now this is just an 8, 9 pair, which is also resolvable by Sudoku. Done. All right, that is going to be our twin-doku completed. Now let's check the same Sudoku, but it's now an anti-windoku. As a reminder, we are now looking at 4 extra regions which can only contain 4 different numbers, and that's it. So let's check that out. This puzzle is going to be easier than the other one, by the way. Just point value wise. However, I am trying to find a start. We do know that for these numbers on the outside, the 7 has to be in one of those 2 spots because we know that it's got to be 4 unique numbers. And that means this number is, that means like all of these numbers on the outside are in this 2 by 2. However, for the 7, 6, 8, and 9, we don't know where exactly in this area they are. Can we do anything by regular Sudoku? I guess the 7 pair here. This should be easier to start. 4 is restricted to a pair here, as well as here. What is up with this? We have a 3 pair in this spot. Is there anything I guess we can say about, I don't know, the geometry at all? We have this number here, which has to be in one of these 2 spots. We have 2 numbers here, which I guess can be placed in at most 2 spots here. And then we have an extra number. I guess we can say that, for example, if this cannot be a 3, then it's whatever the extra number is, right? So let's check for things where something cannot be the extra number. Like this cell, it can't be a 4, it can't be a 1, it can't be a 5, so this is the extra number in this case. That means these 2 are the same thing. This can't be a 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess it can be a 2, an 8, or a 9, which is an odd restriction. But this being the extra number, that means this is the 7. This means this has to be the 4 because all the other things are in that row. And this has to be the 1. This is a weird leap of logic, but I think it works. We know this cell here can't be a 3 from down here, a 5 or a 6, so this is going to be the extra number. And it's going to, well, let's mark it up here. These are going to be the same extra number, which makes this 6. Since this cell here can't be 5, this is also the extra number. That means we have a 3 here and a 5 here. Gosh, that is weird. 7, 4, and 8 are all blocked here, so this is X. This means this is X. We got an 8 here. That we have a 7 in this spot. This can't be 4, so this region's X as well. And that means 4 is down here. Let me fix this real quick and make it a little bit less confusing. I'm gonna use letters instead. So this is going to be A. These two are going to be B. And down here, I'll instead mark these as C. Do we have anything similar for our bottom right? I don't think so, because 9 and 5 are not... Actually, this 5 is going to block this spot here, so this is going to be, let's call it D. That does move 9 over here, which by Sudoku moves 4 down. So this spot is either a 3 or a D, and this spot up here has got to be a 5. This spot has to be a 3. So maybe we should be able to deduce the letters now with all the other things on the outside. So for example, A can definitely not be 1. It can't be 2. Definitely can't be 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 is blocked as well. 8 is blocked as well. So it's got to be 9. I have this hunch it's going to be the other side. So like 8 has 8 going here, 7 going... No, 7 can't go there, but... Okay, never mind that. Let's check C. 1 is blocked, 2 isn't, 3 is blocked, 4 is blocked, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are blocked. So it's going to be 2 down here. The same digit in all 3 spots. B and D might be a little bit more difficult to get since they're only 1. I guess let's check the rows since there's only 2 things missing in each row. In B's case, it's a 2 and an 8. It's a 2-8 pair. Both are viable options. And in D's case, that is a 5 and a 6. 5 is blocked though, so D has to be a 6, with a 5 going here by Sudoku. The remaining number here has to be a 3 or a 6. Oh wait, it can't be a 3 by Sudoku, so it's gotta be a 6. The number up here, this is going to be a 1. Oh, but it can't be a 2 or an 8 by the column. So this is a 1 no matter what. And then B is just this 2, 8. Double, I guess. In these rows, we should be able to get the last numbers. 2... Wait, I didn't see this. Whoops. This 2. This 8 should resolve the pair. This is a 2. There's an 8. This is also an 8. So we need a 3 here, we get a 4 here, and this is a 1. There we go. That's that resolved. So now this is the window constraint done. Now we should just be able to get the rest fairly decently easily by Sudoku. 1 goes to the bottom here, which makes it go to the side here. This 1 pair is still unresolvable, and we get a 1 pair in this spot as well. That's the 1s. 2, I guess we need a 2 in the 8th column, but it can't be at the top. We still need a 5 here, so there we go. 5s are just an X-wing pair in those spots. We're missing a 7, 9. On the left, it's a 5 and a 6 and an 8. Gotta be a 5 here since 6 and 8 are in that column. And the numbers in column 3 are 1 and 4. That's resolvable because the 4 is in the bottom. Whoops. We're missing a 2, a 7, and an 8. 7's gettable here. That gives us 2 and 8 by Sudoku, with the 2 being in the top. 8 we can get in the center now. We need 3 and 6. 6 and... there we go, by Sudoku. 2 is gettable by Sudoku. 3 is... yeah, that we can get that in the top right by Sudoku as well, so we should be able to get the other 2 numbers now, 6 and 9. We said this was a 9-7 pair, that's resolved. And down here, 1 is in one of those 2 spots, 2 is pushed to the left, 3, 4, 5, 7 and 8 are still missing. We actually get 8 up here, so that's a pair, and 7 is at the bottom. That gives us the 7 in the center. That resolves the 1s, so we get 1 and 8. Leftover number here is 9. So we get this 9 up here. 3, oh yeah, this 6-8 pair is resolvable, and that gives us 6 down here. And the other number is 5. Done. Very cool. It's always nice to see a puzzle that's sort of solvable in 2 different ways with 2 different rule sets. And yeah, this one's a Sudoku variant where one variant is sort of the direct opposite of the other, but there's all kinds of different doppelgangers there, and it takes a lot of talent to construct some things like that that are, yeah, solvable both ways. Well, in this case, I was kind of slow on picking up the pattern myself, but I guess that there is a reason that these puzzles were sort of on the lower end of the point values in this set. While they were solvable in those 2 different ways, one of them definitely fell much faster than the other once you sort of got the initial twist. It's just... my scanning is not the best for solving the rest here. But yeah, that is both the Windoku and the anti-Windoku solved. I hope you enjoyed watching, and bye-bye.